Hey guys, it is Scott Steehn with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the Friday edition of Today in Sports Betting. I am joined by absolutely nobody today. Reichel is on his way to the sunny climes of Florida, escaping the New York City and Long Island in particular, where they, like most of the rest of the country, are having pretty shitty weather right now. So congratulations, Scott, on getting out of there. Hope you got out of there. I know there was some question about whether the planes were going to be able to fly or not, so hopefully he made it out. If not, where the hell are you? You're just playing hooky. Nah, I think he's gone. So anyway, it's good to be here running solo. We're going to take a look at, as we always do with the NBA TV games, and starting off with a little bit from the college ranks. Not a lot of big conference games going on in college here on Friday night. Spot usually reserved for the NBA and some of your small college ball. Now, they have been playing a lot of MAC games on Friday night, and there are a couple of good MAC contests tonight. We've got our personal favorite, Akron is in action against Ball State as they travel to take on the Cardinals. Akron 4-point favorite here. Akron is a weird team, a very good team, probably the second best team in the MAC. I think Toledo is still better, but Akron is not. They're not a great cover team. They just aren't. And I'm looking here. You'd think I would have this ready to go, but yeah, no, that's not really how I roll. But I want to say, no, hang on, let me. I got it right here. They're 9-6. They're 9-6 against the number, which obviously isn't too bad, but they are just 3-4 against the spread on the road, and that includes dropping their last one to Miami of Ohio. Now, granted, they only lost it by half a point. They were 7.5-point favorites. They win by 7. A little more disturbing was their last contest against Northern Illinois, a really, really dreadful Northern Illinois team. All those directional schools, by the way, in the MAC are not good. Northern Illinois, Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, and Central Michigan. Although Eastern Michigan, probably the worst of all those. It's hard to say. But anyway, they were 15.5-point favorites to Northern Illinois last time out. They beat the Huskies by just 5 in a game they just never could pull away from them. Meanwhile, Ball State, no great shakes either. They've lost 5 of their last 6 straight up. Failed to cover in 5 of their last 6 against the number. So it's hard not to go with the better team right here as far as Akron goes. Like I said, I don't love this play, and I don't have this on any one of my sheets as far as a premium or a play of the day goes. But yeah, if you wanted to lean Akron there, I wouldn't be mad at you. The other game that I'm actually looking forward to in the MAC is going to be two pretty much heavyweight offenses going at it in the Buffalo Bulls and the Toledo Rockets. Buffalo averages 82.2 points per game, while the Rockets average 80.7. Neither one of them play great defense. They give up mid to low 70s, about 72, 73 points per game. Toledo's been a very good team against the number 15-6 on the year. Buffalo has been coming on lately. They've been 9-5 against the spread. These teams have been playing, Buffalo in particular, been playing some very good ball. They have won and covered 4 of their last 5, 3 straight, missing only to Ohio University, the Bobcats, in a home game there a couple weeks back. But they've been pretty much rolling over the dregs of the MAC conference. They've beat Western Michigan by 30. They beat Miami by 24. They beat Ball State by 20. So again, Eastern Michigan by 15. So it's a team that really hasn't been challenged as far as putting high quality competition in front of them. Toledo, after a nice 5-game winning streak there when we were absolutely on them, they actually started off winning 9 of 10, and they were pretty much a cover machine. They've struggled a little bit lately. They actually got beat in a game where we had them. They lost by 14 to Ball State, their last true road game, as a 9-point favorite. That's a 23-point swing. That's not good. Pushed with, and then they lost straight up to Bowling Green. Recovered a little bit to beat Miami of Ohio at home. They won by 12 in a game they were favored by 11. So I'm not really sure. I think we're likely going to see some points here, but I think there could be some value on the under. I don't necessarily know that we're going to see quite as many points as the sports books anticipate. This one, like I said, is Buffalo -2, and 163.5 is the total. You know what? That's a ton. That's right at their season average for offense, and that doesn't take into account playing actual good teams. So let's. I'm trying to see what they've. They put up a 157 against Akron. Did Toledo? They put up 190 when they went to overtime against Akron the last time. Guys, I'm and I don't, like I said, I don't have a play. I'm probably just going to watch this game. One of the few games I watch just for the enjoyment of basketball. I'm gonna lean under here, and I'm gonna lean Toledo as well. I think Toledo maybe get well. I have more confidence in Toledo team than I do in this Buffalo squad. So that's going to be my leans there. Another good game. It should be from out west, and this is a 10 p.m. Eastern start time. It's the Utah State Aggies against the Boise State Broncos. Broncos are a 1.5 point favorite. Let me see if we've got any line movement on this one. Excuse me, guys. I'm like I said, running solo here. I don't have Reichel to pontificate about player movement and stuff while I look up all the injuries here. So you guys kind of got to bear with me. This one opened at Boise State 1.5. That's where it's holding most of the plays. You'll find a 2 out there. Circa's got it at 2. Total opened at 139.5, and there has been some movement towards the over, as it pretty much is 142 across the board. Still, there are some 141s out there at DraftKings and BetOnline, but for the most part, this has been a game that's been trending up as far as the line movement goes. And I don't hate that. I think they're although these are two teams that generally play pretty good defense. I think there could be a little bit of meat on the bone there as far as the over goes. Call that a slight lean. So we'll go with that one there. Again, another pretty good game. You know what? I had and look, I don't have Reichel here to give me a hard time about it. We did have. I kind of leaned Maryland, Baltimore County, UMBC last night, the Retrievers. And I kept watching that score, and they hung with Vermont. They got down early. They came back, and Vermont, being the better team, actually just pulled away in the end and ended up covering that number. So I thought I was going to have a little something there for Reichel, but Vermont, the Catamounts, end up winning by 9. I'm looking at what UMBC has done here in their back-to-backs, and they have shown a tendency to rally and play a little better in the second game, while Vermont has let's see, they've been pretty consistent. So I don't know that there's going to be, a lot of times you'll see the splits where one team will win one and the other team will win the other one. Yeah, I don't have a feeling on that one. It's a short number, 3.5 points. I think there could be value on Vermont. Like I said, I like this UMBC team. They were actually ahead of Vermont in the standings, but we talked about it yesterday. They were just basically daring the bettors to bet on UMBC, and some of us, I'm not going to mention any names, may have been sucked in by that ploy, but Vermont ended up covering. You know what? Let's say Vermont does it again tonight. All right. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else there. I'll give you some leans. We got UMKC playing Denver. That's my hometown school here, the Kangaroos. Roos are a 10-point favorite. Guys, the Roos are playing better basketball. They play very good defense. I'm just not sure they're 10 points better than anybody, even Denver. Although if there is going to be a team that you're 10 points better than, it could be Denver. Denver, as usual, is dreadful. The Pioneers. I lean Denver there, but nothing much. Winthrop laying 9 on the road. I don't hate that. What do you know? I don't know what to make of this St. Louis squad. I really, honestly don't. I every time I think they're back, and they end up burning me. 5.5 on the road against Dayton. Dayton has shown, certainly not the team they were last year. But you know what? I think Lucy's going to hold the football this time. Give me St. Louis minus the points there. And Detroit, no longer Detroit Mercy. I'll usually just list it as Detroit minus 9.5 at Robert Morris. This is a bad Robert Morris team. I'll lean Detroit there. All right, so that's what I got for college. Like I said, not a great college card tonight. Couple of interesting things that may be good worth a look live. So keep your eye on the Wisconsin, Green Bay, Illinois, Chicago game. I think that could have some interesting outcomes there, as well as Riverside and San Diego. Anything else grab me here? New Mexico catching 5.5 from Wyoming at home. Maybe all right. Take a look at that one. All right, guys, let's take a look at the NBA. Got a couple of games on the old TV here tonight. First game on TV is ESPN has them. Look like they have them both tonight. It's going to be the Bulls and the 76ers. 76ers are at home. And the number on this one, as of right now, it looks like it's come down to 8. Opened at 9 in most spots, and it's now at 76ers minus 8. 229 is the total. It's kind of an unusual game, and both of these teams are actually pretty healthy. Shake Milton is out, but it looks like Ben Simmons is probable. He's going to go. You've got Joel Embiid, who apparently doesn't have back problems tonight, that's kind of unusual. So he's going to go. But this is a Bulls team that isn't quite as bad as they have been in years past, and they've been pretty undervalued on the road. They're a road team that's 10-3 against the number on the road, and they're 13-6 as a dog. Kind of a fun fact for you. You think of the Bulls, you think of that moribund and troublesome offense they have. They actually average more points than the Sixers. It's really close. They average like a tenth more, but they are they're better. They're better than you think. Now Philly, if you remember last year, they had those extreme splits at home, where I think they were like 24-2 at home, and had one of the worst road records in the NBA. Now that is not as extreme as it was last year. They are 9-5 against the number at home, and just 8-6 ATS on the road. And they don't do great as a big favorite. They are just 2-4 against the number as a favorite of 8 or more, including dropping 4 of their last 5. Bulls, meanwhile, as a big dog, not as often as you might think. They have been an underdog of 8 or more 5 times, and they are just 3-2 against the spread. Philly kind of had some problems there. The late part of their road swing, they end up losing. Actually have lost 3 of their last 4, and I was just looking to see, because I know they came back. My apologies, guys. I'm just kind of navigating around here. Yeah, so Philly, they end up winning last night, but again, not covering at home against Houston. 8.5-point favorites. They end up winning by 5. They've dropped 4 straight against the number. 3 of their last 4 straight up. So they started off well with a nice win before they left for their road trip against Brooklyn, but then went out there and beat Sacramento, but then lost 2 straight to Portland, Phoenix, and Utah, both straight up and against the number. While the Bulls, they've been okay. They took care of business Against Detroit a couple days back, winning 105-102. They pushed. They were a 3-point favorite there. Went to Indiana, won straight up as a 5-point dog. So again, the Bulls are surprising some teams here. I'm gonna side with the Bulls here. I think this is trending towards the Bulls, and I like this. I like this Phillies team. Are they the best team in the East? I don't know. Maybe. Milwaukee goes out there about the time you think, well, maybe Milwaukee's going to do their thing. They end up laying an egg like they did last night. Just a dreadful performance. It's bet on these teams at your own risk from the East. But I'm going to lean towards the Bulls here. Give me the Bulls plus the 8 points as far as the over goes. As far as the number goes, this is going to be over or pass for me. A couple of mini trends. Overs hitting 4 straight for Philly, 7 of 9. 3 out of 4 for Chicago. It's 8-5. On the road is the over 9-5 at home for Philadelphia. I think I've called them the Phillies. Ready for baseball season, man. Give me a lean to the over and the Bulls plus the 8 there. And our second TV game of the night is going to be Thunder and Bucks. No, I'm kidding. God, please don't make us do that. It's going to be the Jazz and the Clippers. Could that be a possible preview of the Western Conference Finals? Absolutely could be. This Jazz team. They are really obviously playing very, very well right now. The Clippers. The problem with this game is the problem with a lot of games these days in the world of COVID. Although neither one of these are COVID related, but you've got the two players that probably mean more than any other players to this Clippers team. Both of them are questionable. Kawhi's still questionable with his leg. Paul George is still questionable with his toe. And that's why it's pretty much baked into the line already, as Utah is a 4.5 point road dog in this situation going up against the Clippers. Obviously, you say what Utah has just been absolutely on fire. I believe they've won 18 of 20, covered 18 of 20. They're just on a massive heater right now. They have. Like I said, they won 10 straight. Had one loss there to Denver. Had 2 losses against the spread, as they failed to cover the number against Detroit by 1. They were 13 point favorites, won by 1 or won by 12 rather. And then they've run off an 8-game winning streak after that, both straight up and against the spread. They took care of business last night against the Clippers, winning by 18, 114-196. It was 227 was the listed total, so obviously it went under. That'd be my play here. Again, without knowing the status of these guys, I've got no interest in making any kind of a play. As far as a side goes, I would lean under on the total again. It's just hard to see where the offense is going to come from this Clipper team if Leonard and Paul George are both on the bench. They put up 96 last night. They put up 94 last week against Miami. So this is a team that definitely can struggle on the offensive side if everything isn't just clicking right along. As far as laying the 4.5 on the road with Utah, I mean, I'm not getting in front of this Utah Jazz team. We'll see what happens if those guys are announced as in. We'll see what happens with the number. But I'm going to ride the hot hand. I'm certainly not going to step in front of that Mack truck. Is Utah going to lose eventually, and we're all going to end up, not winning our bets? Yeah, absolutely. Just like the dice table, you keep pressing your place bets. You keep loading up the odds on your pass line bets on a hot shooter. Eventually, you're going to lose. You know it's coming. But the idea is to make as much coin during the hot run as you can. I'll take the Utah Jazz once again right here. So. All right, guys. So as always, just to recap here, not quite enough info there on the injury side, as far as the Utah Jazz and the Clippers go. Keep an eye on the Clippers injury report: Kawhi Leonard and of course Paul George. As far as the first game goes, I like the Bulls plus the 8 and against the Sixers there, and lean towards the over 229. All right. In their total in the Clippers game, I would lean towards the under there as well. As always, if you're looking for more information on these games or any other games, don't forget to stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. Deep dives into every game, every single day. Always there, always free. Very cool site. I know you hear me talk about it every day, but if you haven't checked it out, please do so. And that's going to do it for myself, for the absent Scott Reichel, for all of us over here at winnersandwhiners.com. Appreciate you stopping by. Wish you nothing but the best of luck, not just today, but all weekend long. Hope every one of those tickets in your pocket turns into cash money back at the window. Don't forget to catch me live on the Radidio tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Denver, 1600 ESPN The Fan. Be talking a little Avalanche hockey, so you know I love that. All right, you guys take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Today in Sports Betting. Peace out.